As we continue to emerge in this energy of spring, we can really see that there is a need to kind of nurture our own growth. If you've been experiencing sudden changes, if you've been experiencing that kind of sudden burst of energy, feeling that promise of potential, all those kind of energies that come with the season of spring, hang out, watch this next video, because we're going to talk about what this time of year, or any time of year that you've come through a big change and that you can feel life starting to speed up, we're going to connect to what you might need to know as you move through that season of your life. So in the energy of spring, we get that sudden emerge, right? Everything starts to grow. Everything comes out of that deep sleep. We go through winter and it doesn't seem like a lot of things can change. The trees kind of stay the same. Everything's in that deep sleep. And then spring comes and we get that sudden burst of energy. Everything starts to come out of the ground. The trees start to flower. Full leaf happens. What looks one way, a certain way 1 minute, looks completely different the next day. Because the energy of spring is waking everything up for rapid transformation and growth. It's an exciting time where things happen suddenly and that we can actually see things change shape really quick. Our spiritual journey is much like that. As we go through these periods in our life where there may not seem like much is going on, and then suddenly you get that phone call, or suddenly something changes, that creative idea comes in, or maybe there's a suddenly that kind of happens unexpected that might jar you. However you are experiencing change in your life, it's important to know that you're changing shape, that you're moving from one energy to the next. And anytime we go through this transition, it's kind of like we're experiencing a rebirth. If you were to actually look at your garden or look at nature in this instance, where those first leaves start to emerge or that first plant starts to break ground through the soil, the growth that they're experiencing is rapid, fast, and explosive, but it's also very tender. One of the things that we can get kind of caught up in this time of year is getting so excited about the potential of the change or the worry of the change or whatever emotions that we have in this explosive nature, and forgetting how delicate we are in those moments and how much we really need to nurture ourselves. When we look at spring, that is one of the gifts of Taurus season. Taurus can be a very nurturing, grounding, protective, solid, earthy energy. It reminds us to go within and really connect to those places inside of us to give ourselves a little bit more grounding support and love during the time of change. It's interesting, I have this lemon tree inside my house, and of course it can't be outside all winter. And yesterday I looked at it and I was like, it's about time for me to move that tree outside, to let it soak up the sunlight, to let it, have all the room it needs to expand and grow and produce fruit. Well, last night when I was getting ready to go to bed, I looked at it and it was almost like I could just connect with that tree. And I was like, it still feels like it's too cold for it to be outside overnight. So I brought it back inside. If I'd have left it out overnight, it might have been okay, but it wouldn't have been the best thing for the tree. It's still just a little bit too cold. You take the chance of risking, having a blossom freeze or it going into kind of a shock if we push too fast, too hard. So doing this gentle act of bringing the tree in at night and putting it out during the day is something that this time of year asks us to do. How can we be tender with our new growth? Imagine if you've had children. When you had a baby, or if you haven't had children, you've been around children or a newborn baby. The excitement around the birth and holding this beautiful, pure, innocent being in your arms, it's exhilarating. There is so much passion and love and potential and the energy of dreaming, of having, this bundle of love in your arms and wondering, what will this newborn become in its life's journey? What do we expect from that newborn in that moment? Pretty much nothing. We focus solely on giving that little being what it needs to survive and thrive. We focus on the love, the excitement, the gratitude, even that this little being has entered your life. We don't look at that baby and judge it and start demanding big things from it. We don't look at that baby and expect it to walk. We know that it is in a stage of infancy where its body is calibrating to be in this world, that it's learning and discovering new big things every single day quickly. They change shape very fast. And how we support that quick change and growth and changing shape is with the love that we offer and the nurturing that we give. We don't expect anything. Spring is the season of infancy. How can we connect to ourselves with the same energy that we might connect to a newborn? By giving yourself the love and attention and the nurturing that you need as you move through a new stage in your life. Perhaps you've come through something really difficult. Maybe you've ended a relationship. Maybe there's a season where you've lost a loved one in your life. Maybe you've changed jobs. Whatever that is for you, it's a new beginning. How can you support yourself in that new beginning and not expect yourself to be just, thriving in this place of, maybe for me, it's always like trying to be perfect and the very best I can be all the time. That's something that I struggle with, is no matter what I do, no matter how new it is, I have this really heavy expectation on myself that I should just be good at it instantly, that I don't have to nurture myself as I learn something. What is that for you? What is that thing that you might press upon yourself when you start something new? How can you connect to that story that you might tell yourself about what you expect from yourself? What if we were able to just offer the grace and connection and support in that moment? It can be very exciting to dream big. It can be very exciting to want to take big, bold moves. And that's not saying that you can't take some big, bold moves and some steps. But how do those steps feel to you? Are you doing it from the place inside yourself of pure excitement and joy and grace and ease? Or are you taking those big steps from a place of, I must push because I have to get somewhere quickly, that I have to complete something? We don't expect a baby to push. We know that a baby will grow at a divinely timed space and pace that is loving and healthy. One of the things that we can do when we feel that energy of really wanting to push, because what can happen is if we push a little bit too hard when it's not quite the right time, or at a pace that's not loving to us, is that we can feel that angst and anxiety inside of our body. We can feel that pressure building inside of us. Where do you notice in your body that you feel that when you might be pushing a little bit too hard? I know for me, I can start to feel a little bit panicked and overwhelmed. So it's important to start observing and being aware. That's a very nurturing step that you can do in this process, is to be the observer and to be curious and ask questions about what you're feeling as you move through a new period in your life. So one of the things I do, and we can go ahead and do that now, is when I start to feel that pressure, that overwhelm inside of me, whatever that is for you, it could be sadness, it could be panic, whatever it is, everybody's kind of got their own internal alarm system that they feel. The one thing I can do is start to connect to being present. Because what happens when I'm feeling all that angst and all of that energy is that I'm getting way too far out ahead of myself. I'm getting way too out and into the future and not being present in the here and now and appreciating and accepting where I am in this moment. Just like we appreciate and accept a baby where they are in that moment, we actually celebrate it. How can I come back to myself and give myself that same energy that I would an infant, a newborn? One of the quickest ways to help yourself get present is to do kind of a quick breathing exercise and a little bit of a gratitude checklist. So let's actually do that now. Let's hand on your heart and take a nice breath. Start to notice where you feel that overwhelm in your body. Where do you feel a feeling inside of yourself that just feels a little unsteady? Let's connect and place your hand on it. If it's your head, go ahead and offer the love and support of your healing hands, because you have that energy inside of yourself to help heal. That you can kind of touch that part of your body wherever it's hurting or feels anxious, and bring your presence to that spot, and then take another big deep breath. And then kind of relax a little bit more and settle in. You might want to take 4 or 5 breaths. So let's do that now. Ready? Breathe in on 1. Feel yourself start to settle as you exhale, nice and easy. And take another breath in. Feel the energy start to settle now lower in your body. Continue to kind of pat or touch that place on your body where it might feel a little bit tense or whatever it is you're feeling. Breathe in again. And out. And then go ahead and take that energy wherever it is, and then move your hand up to your chest and kind of rub your chest. And remember, you have a beautiful beating heart underneath your chest. Underneath your skin is that magnificent heartbeat that's keeping your whole body in flow. Underneath your hand, I like to say there's a million miracles a moment happening just underneath your hand in perfect rhythm and time. And as you take another breath in now and release, you can ask yourself, what's happening right now? Where am I? I would say, I'm in this beautiful field right now. Good. So take another breath. Feel your chest, feel the weight of your hand. Allow yourself to feel whatever's going on in this moment. For me, in this moment, I feel the warm air, the wind blowing. And as you become present in this moment, ask the question, What is one thing that's really wonderful that I have in my life right now that I'm experiencing in this moment? It doesn't have to be something huge. It can be something simple as, I know I say in the mornings, I'm so grateful to have my coffee in this comfortable chair. Start with something seems so small in that moment, but so important. And then you can take another breath in and out and connect to maybe another thing that you're grateful for. You can connect to, in this moment, I feel healthy, or I feel supported, I feel loved. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful that I get to go for a walk today. But find these small pockets of presence and fill them with something that kind of raises your vibration and brings you back to that place of love and gratitude. Calms your breath, helps you ground. This is a great practice that you can do even pretty quickly. This is how I choose to start my day every morning. And any time that I feel triggered or a little unsteady, I remember to bring myself back to this moment. It's a practice, and it takes practice to find even the smallest thing to be grateful for, to connect with. And I know on really hard days, it can be hard to find that one thing. But I ask you to give yourself the opportunity to connect to that at least one thing for you, so that you can begin to come back into your body and remember how tender you really are in this space. Because we still are in many ways that infant, that newborn. We're constantly going through change in our life. We're being kind of reborn in every moment. Every moment is a new beginning. Every moment is a chance to start new, to choose a new direction, to stay on the same path, that you have that power of presence. And how you connect to that presence and reclaim your power in that moment, to being that supportive, grounding energy, can really make a difference how you move through this next season of your life. Can you look at yourself, your journey, with the same eyes of love and wonder and potential and excitement and nurturing and acceptance of where you are right now, like you would a brand new baby? I hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to book a session with me, you can head on over to my website at jenhuber.com. If you have a little trouble maybe getting in this space, that's something that we can do together, and that's one of the new things that you can learn in this new season of your life. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe it and share it with a friend.